APNU reaffirms stance ahead of elections. In a recent press conference, the APNU coalition sought to clarify misunderstandings and misreporting regarding their positions and statements over the past week. Concerns about electoral integrity. The APNU emphasized that their concerns about free and fair elections in Guyana remain unchanged. Key issues include a bloated voters list, registration of ineligible voters, threats against government workers supporting opposition parties, and misuse of state resources by the PPP for campaign purposes. The coalition is committed to addressing these problems and is actively working with its GCOM commissioners to seek resolutions. Possibility of accord with AFC. The coalition acknowledged the growing calls for an accord between APNU and AFC. They reiterated that negotiations are still open and expressed optimism about potential partnerships with other parties, with announcements expected in the near future. Changes to GCOM's Form 2. A significant point of discussion was GCOM's recent decision to change Form 2, which is necessary for political parties to participate in the upcoming elections. The APNU criticized the timing of this change, noting that political parties had already begun gathering signatures using the old form. This alteration now requires additional resources to redo the work already completed. The APNU highlighted past instances of fraudulent signatures associated with the PPP, underscoring the need for authentic documentation. However, they expressed frustration that this change, announced shortly before the elections, places an undue burden on parties like theirs that have already complied with the old requirements. State resources and election fairness. The coalition also raised concerns about the use of state resources for campaign activities by government ministers, which they argue creates an uneven playing field. They pointed to examples of ministers using state funds for travel and accommodations while gathering signatures, activities that should be equally accessible to all parties. Commitment to compete. Despite these challenges, the APNU coalition remains resolute in their commitment to securing the necessary signatures and preparing for the elections. They expressed confidence in their ability to meet the requirements and defeat the PPP in the upcoming elections scheduled for September 1, 2025. The APNU concluded their remarks by reaffirming their dedication to a fair electoral process and their readiness to face the challenges ahead.